What's up, YouTube? My name's Quickie. Welcome back to the channel. We got a visitor. Look, this is Monkey Alan. He's one of my patrons, and he's come down. We're going to see his bike in a minute, but he's come down just to shoot the breeze and have a yap and stuff, which we've been very good at because it is now 12 o'clock and you rocked up at about 10. And we haven't done anything. We've just been yapping.
Yep.
But the reason I want to go over this really is it John or Monkey? John, right. Okay, so John went and he did a college course in motorcycle man with a van. Told you he was going to rock up. John went to college and he did a course on motorcycle restoration, was it?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So it's a 1 day a week course for...
it's a rolling 6 weeks, so every 6 weeks it started again.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So he's gone through and done all that. And basically he's built himself a bike. It was, you'll see in a minute, but he got a Bandit. I think I've still got pictures of, it was the red one, wasn't it?
It was.
And a while back we did this whole thing where everyone was sending in pictures of their bikes and whatnot, and we stick them up on the channel just so you can see. And this is one that he did, and it's finished now and he's ridden it down, and it does look really, really good actually. But rather than, like, the way I'm doing it is just having a go and trying it and changing your approach and all that sort of stuff, he went to college and got taught how to do it properly. His bike's finished and ASBO is still on the bench. Maybe not quite as much work, but it does look cool. Come and have a look at this. So this is it. This is what he did. Bandit 600, yep. Mark 1.
Mark 1.
Do you mind me asking what you paid for it when you first got it?
750 quid, somewhere around there.
And it was like a runner and all that lot, wasn't it? It just looked horrible.
Yeah.
Had issues is a fair way to say.
Yeah, fair few issues.
But this is what he's done, and he has done a blinding job. I do like that the frame is a different colour. Everybody does like a black frame, like that, and then the colour on the tank and stuff, but he's gone the other way around, and it looks mint. And you've had this whole thing down to its undies, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's like all
stripped down. Powder
coated swing arm. You've redone the spring on the shock even, all that. All this is obviously different. That was off. I might get you to send me that picture of the bike that you showed me.
Yeah, I'll send you that.
But he's literally done everything. So he's had it down to a frame. He's painted everything or powder coated everything himself, because that's part of what you learn in
welding
and all that stuff at the course and whatnot. I think it looks brilliant. It is a Bandit, but it's a different looking Bandit. I think he's done a cracking job. I do like the speedo on that though. That is dead nifty. And one of the things he was saying, this is a GPS speedo, and I was looking around trying to, because I've got one for thingy, and I was trying to find, look, man in a van. Again, he's coming. He is in. You see what do people think I'm taking the mic?
No.
But he really is doing it. He's
just driving up and down to annoy you.
I'm wondering if he's going to wave. Sometimes he does. Look, he's keeping it down because he can see that we're filming. You right? Typical. It's all right, he'll be back in a minute. So with the GPS speedo and that, because I've got one for ASBO,
yep.
And I was looking about and I couldn't find the transponder bit, you know, the receiver thing. And you've actually stuck it inside the headlamp?
Yes.
Because I was told that it had to be like on the top, visible, and because like when Craig had one on his GS and he made like a surround and everything else, and he had a cutaway for it and he stuck it in the top.
Yeah.
But yours is under metal.
Yeah.
So how's that work? What did you do there?
Stuck it on with some double-sided number plate tape.
Yeah.
It's the same as when they use them in race cars, and they stick it to the inside of the roof of a race car.
And it actually works when it's under metal.
Yep.
You don't get any. So is it right way up or other way up?
It faces the right way up that it should do.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But it still works even though it's under metal? See, that's handy to know. Because I think I know where I want to stick it on ASBO now. Let's do a walkabout. I do like it. I do like it a lot actually. So you're going to have to excuse shadows and everything. This is all just done on my phone, as you can see. Hello. But it does look nice, look. This is what he's looking at when he's riding it. It is dead nice and simple. This is, he's got, he had his phone on here.
Just a bit of GPS and music.
Yeah, okay. So you got a USB support here, which is kind of cool. It's all stubby levers. Everything's all been stripped and serviced and painted, and you know, it is really nice. The paintwork has got like a bit of a flake to it, bit of a speckle. If you remember on that one, that was a proper tart sandbag. It was like massive bits of flake, but this is actually really nice. You don't really see it till you get close, do you?
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then if you're looking down, aftermarket oil cooler, which is quite nice. I like all that. What's the exhaust system? A Quill can. What's the...
Black Widow headers.
I've got some of them up there as well.
Yeah.
It's got that silly little wish can on it.
Yeah.
Goes into a higher level. You painted all the frame. That is painted, not powder coat, isn't it?
Painted, yeah. No, I had to spray.
Tarted all his engine up and everything else, look. See that? This is one of my... I'm not having a go. It's one of my pet peeves, is that on some bikes you just see cabling and stuff everywhere, don't you? And you can't hide it.
No, you can't, no.
There's nothing you could
tried.
do. It's like, why couldn't Mr. Suzuki have made that a bit tidier? All his forks look lovely. Did you powder coat them?
Forks and powder coat, yeah.
These bits, yeah?
Because I'll take a bit of a brunt from the road.
And he's done loads of little different bits. So like this bit on his brace and stuff. He bought the brace and then flooded it with colour and just polished it up. It looks really good. It is really tidy, isn't it?
Yeah.
All new lines. And with the foot pegs, like we was chatting about, because they wobble about all over the place, don't they? So you can press the rubbers out, and he's got a mate who made some top hats, and they've gone in, it's all firmed up, and now they're solid, which makes a massive difference when you're riding it, I think. Got a hugger on the backlet, similar to the ZZR. I do like the high level can as well. It does make a difference, doesn't it? And you had to modify all the seat too. So
yes.
What was it?
Some pictures.
Yeah. So basically, this bit here, it kind of ended. Sorry.
Ended there.
Ended about here.
Yeah. And then I've made all this bit to go on the front to fit the frame.
So you had to extend it. Custom seat. Little indicators. I think it's mega. I really do. You got to, and this is like your first real bike project, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to be chuffed with it, mate.
I am.
You've got to be chuffed with it. So in the back he's got a Honda CBR 600RR rear shock, which is the same thing that's going on ASBO. Just to try and you do notice a massive difference if you do that. Well, I did on ASBO when we had to go. You don't wobble about all over the place. It's a cracking little bike. So how long did it take you to do it, you were saying?
Started in September last year.
Yeah.
And then finished it at the beginning of July this year. And I started college in February, March. So the first part of it was just done by myself in the shed. And then...
Go on. And then finished it up when you went to college and took it in there and do all that lot. How good is that? So go on then. You was how did you find the course? Because I didn't think you could do courses in motorcycle restoration.
Nor did I. So basically, I was having breakfast one day. Advert came on the radio for the local college. I went onto my phone and scrolled through, and the first thing that came up was a motorcycle restoration course. I thought, oh, that's me then.
Go on.
So I just...
So what was that? Camborne, you said?
Camborne, yeah.
That's cool. So, but I would imagine there's other
colleges
do the same sort of thing. So it was like a 6-week course, and that took you through what? I mean, I know there's paint, I know there's paint. Is it a case of, I've got this bike and I want to restore it?
Yeah.
Just teach me the bit I need to know to do that. Or is it a case of they take you through, okay, this is how you paint stuff and this is how you powder coat stuff?
It was like you just said. So basically, they don't do any engine or mechanical work. It was bring stuff in you want to work on, so it could be a fuel tank or a frame or a swinging arm. And you get shown how to, if it needs welding or repairing, you get shown how to do it properly.
So if you was to get yourself another bike, which I know you've got, and your brother's very happy that you got. So there's probably going to be different stuff that needs doing. So you said that you're going to be going back to college
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, is it? So you'll be able to take bits off that which might need a different skill to get it done, and they'll show you how to do it in college.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Hopefully, sorting the petrol tank out. Just sent you a picture of.
Oh right, sweet. Okay. So how much is the course then?
So it's 60 quid, and that's 1 day a week, so it works out about 10 quid a day.
60 quid?
Yeah.
To have someone to show you how to do it properly on the thing that you really want to do, rather than just some random bit of junk he's got sitting in the corner of the shop.
2 pints.
Bloody hell. Why wouldn't you do it?
I know.
Why wouldn't you do it? And you can turn out something like that in not a lot of time, really. So is that... Well, I know it's like, it's done Street Fighter and this, that and the other, so you got, like different levers and, all that sort of stuff. But realistically, you got 60 quid plus the material cost of actually do it. So how much did you put into the bike? Your missus isn't watching, you can speak freely.
No idea.
Right.
100% no idea.
Right.
Because it's just been an evolving...
You're just chipping away as you go.
Like ASBO, I guess. It's you find the tool that you need, so you buy it. So it's kind of in the project price, but it's not.
Yeah.
The paint, the actual paint for the tank. So the tank, front mudguard, hugger, swinging arm.
Yeah.
The paint cost me 32 quid, and that's all I had to pay because at the college they teach you how to do all the basic stuff, so all the cleaning, all the prep work's all included in the course. All up to undercoat, so it was just top coat you have to pay for.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the stuff for the frame cost me, that was a different supplier, it was about 25 quid for that paint.
Wow. So
And I had the wheels professionally powder coated, so I had that done properly.
Yeah. But then it's just a case of how crazy you want to get with the build. So if you want upside down conversion on the front and all that sort of stuff, then you just source the bits.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that what you... Right. So, but you could just go as crazy or as budget as you want to, really, and actually turn out a very tidy looking bike.
So when my brother's one, he wants it more of a standard bike.
Yeah.
He just wants it to look different from all the other Bandits and be almost as new.
Yeah. And he hasn't got his
sense.
test at the minute, is he?
No. So you can tell him to hurry up and take his test.
Good incentive to get it and get it passed. Awesome. I do like it, mate. You've done a blinding job. You really have. You got to be chuffed. You got to be chuffed. Does it ride all right?
Yeah, for me. You might sit on it and say it's horrible.
So when you're going to stick a 1200 in it or turbo it or something like that?
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
That'll be a different one, will it?
Yeah.
Get on.
It's Project 3.
Sweet. And where you've got to do this, it is a tiny little shed, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got an 8x8 shed at home. With a bench, a compressor and all my kit in there. And then when I'm working on the bike, or any bits of the bike, it's always in the shed.
Yeah.
So
you can't be doing it in the dishwasher and the kitchen table and stuff. No.
So it's quite a small space, but it's just managing the space when you're in there working on it.
But it shows what you can do with basic tools and just a little shed to do it in.
Yeah.
And
no experience.
60 quid on a course, it shows you how to do it properly. It's nothing, is it?
No.
Well, you think if you was to have a go at something and cock it up and have to redo it again or buy another one, well, that's 60 quid gone anyway, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, rebuilding a set of calipers or painting them up or, service it or something like that. If you cock that up, that's more than 60 quid.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Right.
It just shows that an old dog can learn new tricks, doesn't it?
Just why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I'm tempted to see if that's going to fit.
I don't know if it's the right one, but it's definitely not a 600 one. I think it goes on... Is it that way or the...
Yeah, I'm just thinking, because it will go that way, won't it?
Yeah.
And that I was in the wrong way, so it's not a 1200.
But even if you just stick it on there just now, so you've got like the way it runs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Be worth
It's obviously
seeing.
because this is...
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I need to... Well, actually, I might just
Even if you butcher it, just so you've got it on there, just so you've got that...
Just get the spacing.
Yeah. But I think I bought mine from... That one on there, from Fowler's.
Yeah, I was looking at them last night, 41 quid for one of these.
Yeah.
Which, you think, well, I need one.
Because I basically
It's a new
checked
one,
it on the
so-
Bandit page and I said, I'll have to one of these for 1200 swing on there. We said, don't be tight, just buy a new one. I said, I don't know. And loads of people just said, like I said, sent for you, just sent me a link to the Fowler's one.
Yeah.
Because you go to I think Roberts or some of the other places, and it's like a 2 or 3 day wait because they'll get it from Fowler's and then send it to you.
Yeah. But it's
So
just get it straight from there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have that rear end out and start grinding because I do need to get something done today.
Yeah.
Other than just drinking coffee and yapping. Still. Right then. Go on. There we go. It is going to be cool to get this going now. I'm itching to have a go now. Ooh. There we go. So we've just got to get those tabs off basically, haven't I? Fun and games. Right then, I think we is in. I do like it. I like it quite a lot. And it's only for silly little things that you're probably not going to even notice. But compare this one to John's bike that you've just seen. His setup is the same as this. So essentially a Bandit 600 frame, but with a 1200 swing arm. And he's got 2 or 3 mil clearance between his spring and the swing arm at the front, which is what I was having. But by doing it this way, I've probably got 13 mil at the back, 14 mil at the front, I think I measured it as. So a little bit more at the front, but as we put some weight on it, that gap is going to reduce, and my shock is right in the middle of my hole, which is always a good thing. I quite like it as well, because from the back, I'll get some pictures and stick them up, but from the back, you really can't see the mount. You can just see the right-hand one, but that's it. From this side, the shock reservoir, you know, the gas reservoir, kind of falls neatly in the frame there. I mean, it's not exactly equidistant, but it ain't far off. The shock runs right through the middle, so that's all good and cushy. The rising rate link basically follows the same angle as the swing arm, so all that sort of matches, and I can get to all my fixings. Easily I can get to all my fixings. It's not like you're monkeying about having to go through the frame like you do on a stock one. So, we is in. Literally all I've got to do is tack it in, which I'll get done during the week. And then I can move on to the engine mount. So I've got the side ones to do, which is already fabricated. I just need to put them in the right place. And then the front ones as well, which again should be a doddle, because all the bosses is in. It's just a case of making the plates up for it and having it all line up right. So I think he is in there. Thank you ever so much, John, for coming down. He did also bring me this. So a chain slider, chain buffer, I think they call them as well, whatever. But it's basically off, I want to say it's a Mark 1 600, I think. but it's pretty much new. It ain't going to fit this one, but it does give me clearance, so I can hook it on and put it where it's going to be and just make sure everything's fine when the chain goes on and the run's all there and blah, 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 blah. So thank you for that. And also, well done on your bike, matey. For your first go at fixing a bike up, I know you went to college and learned how to do it all right and took stuff in and got it done there under the watchful eye of a tutor, but I think he's done a brilliant job on it. I quite like that. I do like that the frame is a different colour to the bodywork, and you can, you know, all the front bit at least, you can see it. So I've had a few little ideas on this one, which we'll see when I come to doing the seat. But I think he did a brilliant job. If you've got any comments on his bike, stick them down below. I know he's going to go through them. I know he will. But just looking at it, I think it's dead tidy. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for this one. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you're well and staying safe. We'll see you on the next one. Laters! Ideal. Ooh, he left his Jaffa cakes.